Electric vehicles, EVs, are a growing industry. The global number of electric vehicles on the road is projected to expand from 8 million in 2019 to 50 million by 2025 and close to 140 million by 2030. Electric vehicles replicate the look and feel of gas-powered cars. Some models even have non-functioning imitation grills, but the real difference between EVs and gas-powered cars is under the hood. Welcome to the Tesla Addict channel. In today's video, we talk about an interesting topic that certainly interests a lot of people, and that is electric cars and how they work. So stay with us and learn a lot of new facts about electric cars. Before we start, make sure to like and subscribe to our channel. Press the notification bell so you don't miss more videos like this. Well, let's start. Unlike traditional fuel-powered cars, electric cars do not have radiators, carburetors, or spark plugs. Where an engine normally would be, some electric cars have a front trunk. The space also adds safety to an electric vehicle, giving it a larger crumple zone better able to absorb force in collisions. Electric vehicles may function differently from traditional vehicles, but they have a similar set of systems. The key components of an electric car are an electric motor, inverter, battery charger, controller, and charging cable. To understand how an electric car works, you must first know what its most important parts are for. Listen carefully. A motor in an electric vehicle converts electricity into mechanical energy. When electricity is sent from the battery to a stationary part of the motor, the stator, it creates a magnetic field that turns a rotating part, the rotor. The spinning rotor creates the mechanical energy that spins the car's wheels using a single gear. The more electricity, the faster the rotor turns, and since there's no shifting between gears in electric vehicles, transitions between acceleration and deceleration are smooth. While a gas-powered car can only have one combustion engine, an electric vehicle can have multiple motors which act independently. A dual-motor vehicle has one motor dedicated to start and stop city driving, and another motor, often called an induction motor, dedicated to higher speeds. Even four-wheel drive is possible in electric vehicles, because each wheel can have its own motor, increasing maneuverability and traction. Another important component of EVs is batteries. EV batteries store energy that helps the vehicle run. The battery is a pack of many smaller lithium-ion battery modules, themselves made of individual battery cells. These batteries are linked together in electrical circuits to deliver the maximum power in the most efficient way possible. One danger of lithium-ion batteries is thermal runaway, which can lead to explosive fires. To prevent this, the battery pack is cooled with a thermal magnet system and protective casing. Since batteries are there instead of a fuel tank, to cover some distance with this car and power the engine, you need to recharge the batteries from time to time. But how? This requires access to the electric grid and can be done at home or by a commercial charging station. You can charge an electric vehicle either by plugging it into a socket or by plugging it into a charging unit. There are three types of chargers. 3-pin plug, a standard 3-pin plug that you can connect to any 13-amp socket. Socketed, a charge point where you can connect either a Type 1 or Type 2 cable. Tethered, a charge point with a cable attached with either a Type 1 or Type 2 connector. You must be wondering how far you can travel on one full charge. Well, an EV's range is dependent on the battery size in kilowatts per hour. The higher the EV battery kilowatts per hour, the more power, the further you travel. Most electric vehicles can go 250 to 350 miles on a single charge. It's a big distance, right? Since this is an electric car and uses electricity, an inverter is an important component too. An inverter is a device that converts direct current's power to the alternating current power used in an electric vehicle motor. The inverter can change the speed at which the motor rotates by adjusting the frequency of the alternating current. It can also increase or decrease the power or torque of the motor by adjusting the amplitude of the signal. Now that you've recharged the batteries, you can travel. And while you're driving, we will explain how the car works. The simplest explanation looks like this. When the pedal of the car is pressed, then the controller takes and regulates electric energy from batteries and inverters. With the controller set, the inverter then sends a certain amount of electric energy to the motor according to the depth of the pressure of the pedal. An electric motor converts electrical energy into mechanical energy, and the rotation of the motor rotates the transmission so the wheels turn and then the car moves. Doesn't look that complicated, does it? This system of work also enables a special way of accelerating, braking, and exhaust system. Electric vehicles are known for their quick off-the-blocks acceleration and instant forward propulsion. Torque is the force that produces rotation in a car's motor. Because gasoline engines start at low RPMs and increase through incremental gear shifts, there is a lag in reaching maximum torque. In an electric vehicle, however, maximum torque is reached immediately upon pressing the accelerator. Some electric vehicles have the highest 0 to 60 acceleration in their vehicle class, which is especially useful in entering highways, passing slower vehicles, and avoiding accidents. Another interesting and special thing about electric cars is braking. The braking system works differently than with a traditional car. You must be wondering how. When a driver brakes in an electric vehicle, regenerative braking draws energy from the vehicle's momentum. This electricity is sent back into the battery, so no energy is wasted. Driving in regenerative braking mode means every time you take your foot off the accelerator, the vehicle slows down more rapidly than in a gas car. Regenerative braking allows for one-pedal driving, where the brake pedal is less frequently engaged. What do you think? What is the exhaust system of electric cars? Think about it. The car has a special mode, a special power supply. So does it have an exhaust system at all? New EV drivers are surprised at how little vibration or noise their vehicle gives off. When the vehicle is stopped at an intersection, only the lights on the control panels let drivers know it's still on. With zero tailpipe emissions, electric vehicles help reduce one of the leading causes of climate change. And finally, you might be interested in how an electric car can be repaired in the case of a breakdown. Well, electric vehicles are more like a computer on wheels than a mechanical device. Like digital device manufacturers, some EV manufacturers send over-the-air software updates to improve the efficiency of or add new features to their vehicles. This not only extends the life of the vehicle and decreases its operating expenses. So do you like the way these cars work? Are you surprised, or did you already know? We're waiting for answers to these questions or some of your comments in the comments section below. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on the notifications so you don't miss the next video. If you enjoyed the video, smash that like button. We hope you now understand the way electric cars work. Have a nice day, and see you soon.